Every year, CSU Florence students volunteer in the community. Some students serve as teachers' aides at local schools.
Me telling them my personal experiences of what I felt of American society and how I grew up compared to how they can compare and contrast with how they grew up here.
Our way of life. So I think that this is important too, because our students also can bring something to your students.
¡Qué bailarinos! ¡Ah! Muy bien.
My name is Maddie, and I am an art student here in Italy. I'm studying in Florence because it's like the art center of the world. It's the heart of the Renaissance, and I love Renaissance art.
Maddie is not only studying art, she's writing about it, volunteering for a Florence-based magazine publisher.
Which is basically going to art shows and writing articles about the art shows that open up. It's taught me how to express myself through writing, and also, you know, keeping in mind the audience and the purpose of what I'm writing rather than, you know, just something from inside myself. And so there's so many different topics that students can choose to focus on. So for me, I go to art shows because I'm an artist, but people can write about food, they can go to different museums that aren't art-based. There's just so much possibility. I would recommend it to any student who's studying anything, just for the opportunity.
Signora. Che c'è, Viardolina?
Io suo conto.
Che c'è? Piangi.
Niente, signore. Del fumo negli occhi.
Theater is a very important part of the Florentine life, especially this theater. Teatro della Pergola, dating back to the 1600s. CSU students are practicing their Italian on stage and learning what the theater is like behind the scenes.
It is a very a symbol of the Florentine and Italian culture in general, because it's an example of the first teatro all'italiana, typical Italian theater.
Quindi il musicista dei rumori, the musician of noise.
Finally, we had this great occasion to meet and interview one of the most famous Italian actors for theater and cinema, which is Stefano Corsi. So the students prepare questions to ask him, and what they did, and they listened the answers together with Italian students from Italian University.
So my name is Sarah. I study studio art, and I volunteer for Angeli DeBello, which is Angels of the Beautiful, and they just make Florence better. So they clean up graffiti on the walls on the sides of the streets, or they clean up a lot of the gardens, and primarily we work in the Giardino del Rose, which is the Michelangelo lookout point, and we clean up that garden area.
My goal is mainly to take the students out of class and have them be with Italians so that they can live their Italian experience at the fullest, meaning linguistically and also culturally.
People of that group just make you feel like you're really a part of Florence, like you're not just some student studying abroad, like you get to be a part of the community and meet people who actually live their day-to-day lives here.
The typical American stereotype is that people just come over to for 3 days, like come over to Italy for a 3-day trip, and they try to eat good food, and see, you know, wonderful museums and gardens and art places, but that they will finally understand that they have this willing to exchange their culture, but also to integrate the Italian culture into their culture.
CSU students have many ways to get involved in Florence. New activities are added each year.
I would say if people have the opportunity to volunteer to do it, it's a little scary at first to introduce yourself to people who, especially if you're Italian, isn't that great at first. But you know, Google Translate, you can download it on your phone. But I would say just to do it, whether it's Angeli DeBello or the teaching the English or the Spanish to other students. I would do any of that just to get to know more of the people of the city.